So today I'm going to show you how to cut faux leather using your Cricut machine. We are going to need a strong grip cutting mat, the faux leather sheet, and I'm going to use a scraper tool, but you can use a brayer tool if you have one. And then optional would be a pair of scissors and some painter's tape. If you open a new project in Cricut Design Space and you click on images on the left hand side, you can just type the word earrings into your search bar, and that will bring up different types of templates for you. If you scroll down a little bit, we are just going to use this one on the left hand side. It's hashtag M13084788. You click on that and say add to canvas. These all are a little bit big, so I'm just going to resize them to be 2 inches long, and then I'm going to say make it. You will then choose on mat, and I'm using a 12 by 12 inch mat, so I'm just going to say continue. It then shows you where it's going to cut on your mat. So if you, for instance, want to use a mat that's been pretty worn out, you can then move it to the center of your mat where you don't usually cut so many projects, or in my case I'm just going to move it away from the side of the mat a little bit because I'm going to tape my faux leather down. Instead of using an entire sheet of faux leather, I prefer to cut smaller pieces depending on the size of the project that I'm working on. This just prevents the sheet of faux leather to move during the course of your cut, or for any mishaps to happen. So in my case, I'm going to just move my project onto the specific indicators on my mat, just to make it a little bit easier for me to measure how big a piece of leather I would need. As you can see, my image is about 2.5 by 2 inches. So I'm going to cut just an extra little bit, maybe 1/2 inch. So I will cut a piece of faux leather 3 inches by 2.5. We'll be placing the faux leather face down onto your mat. So because of that, you will click on mirror image. Then you will go and say continue. Go ahead and change your pressure setting to more. That will just help a little bit with the thicker type of material that you're cutting. And as you can see, you'll use your normal fine point blade that comes with your Cricut machine. We can now go ahead and load our mat into the machine. As you can see, I used a piece of faux leather about 1/2 inch wider and higher than my actual project, and I taped it down with normal painter's tape. This is actually the perfect painter's tape to use, as it won't damage your actual mat. We'll now go ahead and load this into our machine. And once the mat has been measured, we can start the cut. Once the cut has been completed, we can remove our mat. And then to just make sure that it actually cuts through, we can remove a piece and just have a look on the edge. Lift it up a little bit to make sure that the cut has gone all the way through. You can now go ahead and remove your earrings from the mat. There we go. Now that you have your faux leather cutouts, you can go ahead and complete your project. In my case, these will be turned into beautiful earrings. So stay tuned and like and subscribe to make sure that you don't miss that video. But let me know in the comment section below what you will be cutting out your faux leather for and what projects you'll be working on. See you next time.